This is our lesson number 22 of Life in the UK test, which is from the Study Guide 2026 edition. And as you know, that's the latest version of the book by Home Office. And if you are applying for indefinite leave to remain, which is known as ILR or British citizenship, you must have Life in the UK test, whether you are a PhD or MPhil or Masters or graduation or whatever. So Life in the UK is a must for everybody. However, if you have a degree in English or any degree which is taught in English, then you don't need to do B1. But obviously you have to check with the Home Office before. And if you have to do B1, then obviously I have made many videos about B1, so you can check that as well. So today we will be starting our lesson number 22 as I said, and this is the introduction about the book, so you can stop your video here and have a look at that. There are 8 chapters. We only cover 5 of them. Okay, so we will be starting at page number 68 today, and this is about patron saints in 4 countries in the UK. England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland each have a national saint. Okay, so and they celebrate their days called a patron saint. Each saint has a special day. So, for example, this is very, very important, and I can tell you that you will definitely have one question about that. And it is sometimes confusing because you have to remember the name of the patron saint and obviously the dates. So 1st of March is St. David's Day, which is patron saint of Wales. Then the 17th of March is St. Patrick's Day, which is the patron saint of Northern Ireland. And then the 23rd of April is St. George's Day, which is the patron saint of England. And 30th November is St. Andrew's Day, which is the patron saint of Scotland. So it's easy to remember these last two. So St. George's Day is England, so you could remember that it is in April 1st. The second thing is the name of the prince is St. George, I mean Kate Middleton's son, and St. George, that is in England, and you could relate that to England. St. Andrews, there is a very famous university, St. Andrews University in Scotland, so, and probably name of a city as well. So Andrews is for Scotland. David and Patrick, so there are 2 in March, one for Wales, one for Northern Ireland, okay, and 1 in April and 1 in November. I mean, these were some of the ideas, but you could remember as you like, so you can maybe have some kind of tricks and tips to remember these. Only Scotland and Northern Ireland have their patron saint's day and as an official holiday. So these 2 countries celebrate the patron saint's day as official holiday, whereas in England and excuse me, Wales, they are celebrated, but they are not a public holiday. While the patron saint's days is no longer public holidays in England and Wales, they are still celebrated parades and small festivals. Okay, Westminster Abbey, this is important, has been the coronation church since 1066 and is the final resting place of many monarchs. So this is Westminster Abbey. It's obviously a church, and it has been a church for the coronation. Means when the king or the queen, obviously they are crowned, so they come here after a religious ceremony. They are crowned here, so that is called the coronation church. 1066. Okay, since then, and there are, I think, 9 monarchs which are buried outside this church. Customs and traditions, the main Christian festival. So we will be now talking about festivals, which is easy, not difficult. Number 1, Christmas Day is 25th of December, celebrates the birth of Jesus Christ. It's a public holiday. Many Christians go to the church on Christmas Eve, which is the 24th of December, or on the Christmas Day. Now, very simple question, but sometimes people make a huge mistake. So Christmas Day is obviously 25th of December, and Christmas Eve is the day before that, the evening before that, so which is 24th. So sometimes the question is that the Christmas Eve is on which day? 25th of December, 24th of December, 3rd or 22nd. So most people click 25th of December. It's not that they don't know. The problem is that as soon as they see the word Christmas, okay, their mind starts guessing that, okay, it is about Christmas, not Christmas Eve. So make sure that you read the question carefully. Christmas is celebrated in a traditional way. Okay, so and day at home and special meal, which includes, okay, roast turkey, Christmas pudding, and mince pies. That is a very important question. What type of meal most people eat? So, or what does the Christmas meal include? So, roast turkey, Christmas pudding, and mince pies. These three things. So, sometimes you have a question about that. They give gifts and send cards and decorate their houses. Christmas is a special time for children. Very young people believe that Father Christmas, known as Santa Claus, brings them presents during the night before Christmas Day. Okay, many people decorate a tree in their home. So all of these things are not difficult, and obviously most people know that. The next thing is Boxing Day, is the day after Christmas Day and is a public holiday. Obviously we don't do boxing on that day, it's a shopping day. Right, so it's a public holiday and it is called as a Boxing Day. Easter takes place in March or April. That is a very important question. So normally this becomes very confusing in a way that it says that Easter is celebrated in which one of these months, and then you would have four options. For example, March and April, April, May and June, June and July. So you will be given two options for each choice. So you remember that it is March and April. It marks the death of Jesus Christ on Good Friday and is rising from the dead in Easter Sunday. So both Good Friday and following Monday are called Easter Monday, are public holidays. Okay, so sometimes you will have question about Easter Monday. When is the Easter Monday? So it is after Good Friday, obviously. So the 40 days before Easter are known as Lent. That is sometimes in true false. It is a time when Christians take time to reflect and prepare for Easter. Traditionally, people would fast during this period, and today many people will give up something like a favorite food. So normally people fast, but if they don't fast, they give up one thing. For example, if they like, just for the sake of example, if they like roast chicken or rice, so they would not eat that. So it's a kind of fast. The day before Lent starts is called Shrove Tuesday. Now, important information. The day before Lent starts is called Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Day. People eat pancakes, which are traditionally made to use food such as eggs, fat, milk before fasting. Okay. Okay, now I tell you that most of the time the question is about what are the pancakes made of. Okay, so you will have eggs, fat, and milk before fasting. So these are the three ingredients. So you will have to choose these three. Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. Okay. Now, before this Wednesday, the Tuesday is known as Shrove Tuesday, and Lent begins on Ash Wednesday. So on Tuesday, people eat pancakes. Okay, and then on Ash Wednesday, they start their fasting. Okay. There are church services for Christmas are marked, and okay, so we don't worry about that. Easter is also celebrated by people who are not religious. Easter egg are chocolate eggs are often given as a present, as an Easter symbol of a new life. That's important, so make sure that you know that. So Easter eggs, they are symbol of new life. So this is all about Easter. So the main thing is about Good Friday. So it's March and April. It's in then talk about Good Friday, then Monday, and obviously Monday they are public holiday. So the Easter week. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So that is whole week. 4 days over the weekend, which are public holiday. So then begins Lent, which is 40 days, and the Tuesday before the Lent begins is Shrove Tuesday. On Wednesday, which is Ash Wednesday, Easter or Lent begins, and then obviously people fast for 40 days. Okay, and then Easter eggs are the symbol of new life. And other religious festivals, Diwali normally falls in October and November, and yeah, that is also important when they do fall, and lasts for 5 days. This is a 5 days festival. It is often called the festival of light. It is celebrated by Hindus and Sikhs. It celebrates the victory of good over evil, gaining of knowledge. Okay, so these are very, very important details about Diwali. There are different stories about how festival. There is a famous celebration in Leicester. The next one is Hanukkah. Hanukkah is in November. Okay, so you could see that every festival has dates. Every festival has months. Okay, so and most of them are two. So for example, March and April, October and November and December. Okay, so you have to make sure that you remember both of them. Okay, sometimes if the question is, for example, Hanukkah is celebrated in October and November, is it true or false? So half of this is true, but obviously this option would be false. It's celebrated for 8 days. It is to remember Jews' struggle for religious freedom. So this is a Jewish festival, and it is for 8 days, and it is celebrated in November and December. On each day of the festival, a candle is lit on a stand of 8 candles, which is called menorah, and to remember the story of the festival, where oil that should have lasted only a day. And okay, so each day one candle is lit, and that celebrates that continues for 8 days, and this is to celebrate the struggle of Jews for their religious freedom. Next one is Eid al-Fitr, which is celebrated at the end of Ramadan, when Muslims have fasted for a month. Okay, so that is the Muslim festival. They thank Allah for giving them the strength to complete the month. The day when it takes place changes every year because it's the lunar. Muslims attend special services and meals. Okay, so the next one is Eid al-Adha, which is to remember that the Prophet Ibrahim was willing to sacrifice his son when God ordered him. It reminds Muslims of their own commitment to God. Many Muslims sacrifice an animal to eat during this festival. In Britain, this has to be done in a slaughterhouse. Okay, so these two festivals are Muslim festivals. Then Vaisakhi, also known as Baisakhi, is a Sikh festival which celebrates the founding of the Sikh community, and also known as Khalsa. It is celebrated on the 14th of April each year, and parades and dancing and singing takes place. Okay, so these were about the festivals of celebrated in this country. So we talked about Muslims festivals, we talked about Hindus festivals, Muslims, Jews, Christians. Okay, so please remember the dates and also what is happening in each of these. Now you could stop your video here, and then obviously you could write your answers in your notebooks and then go back and check them. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I will see you in the next video.